Flywheel is a really nice tool. In these days, it's really popular to develop WordPress websites. And I'm going to show you some of the nice features that you will find. Definitely is more user-friendly than MAMP. So for example, when you open Flywheel for the first time, you can see that it says, looks like you haven't created any websites. So we're going to create a new website. And from here, you can specify a name for this website. So we're gonna, here on Udemy, have a course called La Pizzeria, and you can click here on Advanced Options. You can see that this will create a local site domain, lapizzeria.dev. Normally, this is a name that you can use when you're developing a website. And you can see that you can also specify a local path. If you wanna change where these files are gonna be stored, you can change this by clicking here on Browse, and you can specify a new location for your projects. So let's click on Cancel, and from here you can select a blueprint if you want to use or you don't want to use blueprint. This is a tool that they offer. So I'm gonna uncheck this, and I'm gonna click here on Continue. So for example, from here you can select different versions. The preferred version, you can see that at the bottom it says PHP version 5.6.2. It will use a server running Nginx and MySQL 6.6, 5.6, and MySQL 5.6. Or you can change this value by clicking here on Custom. You can select between different PHP versions, a server that is running Apache or Nginx, or different MySQL versions if you want. I'm going to select the preferred version, and I'm going to click here on Continue. You can see that here on Custom, it says we will need to download 173 megabytes on dependencies, but we're going to select the preferred, and I'm going to click here on Continue. So for example, you can set up WordPress right here. From here, you can select a username and a password. Normally, I add this as admin and admin, at least for development. Once you finish your project, it's nice to change the username and the password for something more stronger. And I'm gonna keep the WordPress email as it is. I'm gonna show you something really cool about this tool. So next you can click here on Advanced Options, and you can see that this will ask you if you are running a WordPress multi-site. You can change this between yes with subdirectory or yes with a subdomain. I'm gonna select no because I don't need a multi-site. But you can see this is where you can add this property. So next, we're gonna click here on Add Site. And you can see that we have set WordPress admin credentials as default. You can see that it will ask you if you are, you can see it will ask you if you want to save this as default. I'm gonna click here on Not Now. And this will download and install WordPress. So this may take a while. Let's wait some minutes before this finish installing everything. You can see it's asking us for the password. I'm gonna add my password. And now you can see on the top it says La Pizzeria added. And from here you can manage all your websites. So for example, at the bottom you will find Stop All projects. Or for example, you can also click here on View Site. So I'm gonna click here, and this will open the website running this domain, lapizzeria.dev. And if you wanna open the backend of WordPress, you can click here on Admin. From here you can add your credentials. In this case, it was admin and admin. So now you can see we can log in into WordPress. Something really nice. And we're gonna see other properties you will find here. If you wanna create more projects, you can click here on this plus sign, and you can create as many projects as you want. And let's click here, and you can see that we have site setup. You will find WordPress information, the version, what PHP and MySQL version this is running. If you wanna change the domain, you can change this right here. And you can see that we have the site right here. If you want to work with the files, you can click here on this button. and this will open the project files. This will be a little different if you are working with MAMP already. If you open this, you will find two different folders, app and logs. And if you open the app, you will find this public. And then if you open this, you will find something more familiar. You will find all the WordPress files that you will find normally in MAMP. So this is nice. You can also click here on database. You can see the name of the database. Open the admin and open SQL Pro. If you already have this installed, you can see it's trying to open SQL Pro. Then you can also specify a certificate. And something nice is that you can click here on utilities and you will find Mailhog. So you can click here on open Mailhog. And this is a local server for emails. And this is nice. For example, I'm gonna log out here. You can see that we have lost your password, so you can click here. And for example, you can add the username. I'm gonna add admin and get new password. And this will send you an email right here. So this is nice, especially if you are developing a WooCommerce store, for example. When you are testing if the orders are getting finished correctly, you can see this in your email. And once everything is fine, you can launch your store or something like this. If you want to make some changes with the email, this is a really nice feature. You can see at the bottom we have this live link and it says enable. So we can enable this. And this will use a tool that is called ngrok. And this will give you this URL. So for example, if you are working in this project locally and you want to show this to your client or something else, you can share this URL and they will have access to your computer, to your local host, this website, and they can see the project before you upload this into a real server. So you can see that this is the URL or right here. You can click here and this will open the URL and then you can share this with your client. That's something really nice. You will find a lot of useful stuff in local by Flywheeel. It's really user friendly. So hopefully you like this tool. It's available for download for Mac and Windows. So I strongly recommend that you try this tool. And believe me, it will change the way that you develop WordPress themes or websites or plugins. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, you can let me know in the panel.